Due to pandemic, most of the interviews are either held online or through telephonic interview. First round in most of the companies is through phone interview. So this video will cover all the aspects which you have to take care of while handling the telephonic interview, which will help you to ace this phone interview and get you to the next round. So let's get started. So this video is all about the phone interview tips. Phone interviews are just as important as in-person interviews. So adequately preparing for them can lead you to the successful interview. So if your interviewer chooses to do an initial phone interview, being successful in the first round and ensure you to move on to the next, here are few of the tips you can consider while preparing for a telephonic interview. So what if you are the HR and you are calling someone and then you hear the dialer tone chikni chameli? It sounds crazy, right? So first thing which you have to keep in mind is you need to set professional dialer tone or so-called ringtone. I know it doesn't matter a lot because if you will give your interview nicely, these dialer tone won't matter. But be professional. First impression is the last impression. There are many occasions when an interview happens over the phone. Many of the renowned companies use a phone screen with a recruiter as the initial step in the hiring process. Let it be Google or Amazon or Flipkart. These big giants also take your telephonic interview. So this is critically very important part of your job search. So if the recruiter asks you about your background skills and experience to see if it is well aligned with the open position, do a thorough research. Next stage of the interview process is also typically conducted over the phone. So in this phase, you will likely speak with the hiring manager or any individual from the team who is hiring. The interview is usually more in depth than the phone screen as the interviewer has a deeper knowledge of the open role and what qualification would make someone successful in it. So, consider phone interviews your opportunity to sum up what's most attractive to you about the job and the company, as well as the skills and qualification you bring to the table. Eliminate distraction. As you wait for the phone to ring, remove any current or potential distractions from in and around you. In addition to turning off the high volume music, close any unnecessary apps or tabs or windows on your cell phone to ensure that your attention is focused on the interview. Don't forget to share in advance on your WhatsApp status that you are busy or won't attend any call during certain duration. You can also let potential callers like your friends and family members know that you will be unavailable for a certain amount of time, including the time you need to prepare for the interview. Find a noise-free environment. Find a quiet space where you will be able to hear the interviewer loud and clear. This will make sure that you listen to everything they have to say and that you get all of the information you need. Be attentive and pay attention to what recruiter is asking to you. Close any unnecessary app and remove background noise and do demonstrate your professional courtesy and let your interviewer know that you are taking this job interview seriously. Don't forget to confirm the scheduled time when the interviewer will call. So before the day of your interview, confirm the date and time so that you are sure to pick up the call when it comes in. Writing down the scheduled time, adding it to your calendar or setting it as a reminder on your phone are great ways to make sure that you are ready for the scheduled interview. Your punctuality can make a very good impression on your prospective employer. Don't forget to research about the company. Review the company's website, social media, and recent activity to learn more about the values, goals, mission, vision, and about the company culture. Knowing about the company you are interviewing with provides you with good insight to use during the interview. Make note of certain details about the company and mention them when the opportunity arises. This will definitely impress the interviewer because he'll come to know that you have done a good research and you're passionate about working in their company. This will also allow you to think of questions you all would like to ask at the end of the interview. This trick will definitely help you out. So if you know well in advance who will be calling you, it can be a boon for you. So in many cases, you will be interviewing a recruiter, hiring manager, or your direct supervisor. Do an online search to determine your interviewer's role at the company. You can do it through LinkedIn. So if you are interviewing with a recruiter, you'll get more general questions regarding your experience. But if an interview is with your direct supervisor, however, it means that you will get in-depth question related to your industry and the role you are applying for. So be careful about it. Always make sure to look over the job description. Understanding what the employer is looking for in an employee and what your responsibilities will be can help you tailor your answer to various interview questions. So, for an example, if they are looking for an employee with certain design software skills and who has experience creating graphics, then definitely you will want to mention this during your interview if you have done any of this during your internship or via doing any projects. Not to mention, be an active listener. Be attentive, ask insightful questions, and engage with the recruiter. This will show that you are taking the interview seriously and that you genuinely care about what they have to say. You can practice with friends or families or your soft skill trainer, which will be greatly beneficial. So make sure that you're listening to every word and follow up with questions that show that you were actively listening to what they were saying. Very important. Charge your phone. If you are using your cell phone for the interview, make sure it is fully charged and in working condition the day of your interview. Do make sure that you have proper headphone or headset if you would like to use it. It is also a good idea to do a test call. Ask your friend or your family member to give you a call to see whether line is clear and that your phone can properly accept calls. Be ready 10 to 15 minutes before the actual interview, time to ensure your phone is working properly. Few of the things which you can keep in hand is your resume and portfolio. It's possible that the interviewer will want to ask you questions related to your resume or portfolio. So make sure you have them all handy and you have those necessary documents for reference. You can print these out or have them open on your computer. Mostly, the interviewer asks basic questions so that you can prepare beforehand. Research common interview questions so that you know what you might be expected to answer. If you are a fresher, you would definitely be asked about your projects, internships, and what you know. If you have a certain level of experience, then your question can fall into the categories such as adaptability, leadership, collaboration, cultural fit. Are you ready to prioritize your work and are you the one who will take his job responsibility seriously? So you can determine and practice all of these questions in advance. Reviewing will help you out to anticipate these questions and then you will be confident. These days we don't have habit to write anything. But believe me, if you will write down all your answers in a bullet list highlighting specific experiences, you will definitely do wonders and will be able to demonstrate your answer with utmost confidence. Because you will be on the phone, it can be helpful to have notes in front of you during the interview to help you frame your answers. You can rehearse your answers without looking at your notes for more practice. Very important. Be a good and active listener and do speak clearly. Carefully articulate your words and take your time as you answer each question. Interviewers may be better able to understand you and observe your communication skills. This skill is very important in any industry. So, demonstrating your excellent communication skill and listening skill during the interview process can help your interviewer determine your abilities. I will come up with more such kind of tips based on how you can ace your telephonic interview. For today, this is all. Don't forget to check the second part of how you can ace your telephonic interview. Till then, all the best. Do take care of yourself and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Fresh Learning Academy, a place where learning never stops.